Hello folks, what a scorching day. Summer is here. Woohoo! Right, I'm going to get the kettle on and crack on, so I'll see you in a bit.
Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you up to this
Hello
afternoon?
and welcome to Dave's Allotment.
As it's a nice day to crack on.
Get the kettle on.
But I reckon when you look at his YouTube channel, because he's genius.
Dave's Allotment.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Hi everybody, Irene and all that kind of thing.
See you in a bit.
Right, hello folks. It's a scorch out today. Too hot to be doing any gardening. I thought I'd sit in here for a bit, tell you what's happening. Aye, summer is eventually here, but I tell you what, it's been here for the past 10 weeks, because that's how long this lockdown's been happening, and I've been here every single day, and it hasn't rained. No bit of rain has touched this ground, apart from the odd shower, which is nothing. It dried up before it even touched the ground, that stuff. Aye, no rain means a nightmare for people who haven't got access to hoses and taps. Well, put it this way, if I couldn't have access to a tap, running water, I wouldn't have an allotment. Simple as that. I just don't know how people can do it. You need the water, it needs to be a lot of water, especially when it hasn't rained for 10 weeks, like I say. If this COVID thing wasn't going on, I'm quite sure the news would be saying, hose pipe bans, there's not enough water, and all that. But COVID's taken over, so that's it. Talking of which, I hope everybody's staying safe and keeping well and all of that. 10 weeks, long time now. I haven't seen Paula. I know there was a few people saying you can't see her. Well, I cannot get on the bus. I don't drive, which means I'd have a 28-mile round trip to get to Paula's and social distance, which that's not going to work. So just gonna have to grin and bear with it and all that and carry on gardening. And I really am glad I've got a garden at this time, like with what's been happening now. Really glad. I don't know what I would have went insane by now if I didn't have a garden to go to. And people who could get to the gardens have got no excuse to. The garden should be really tidy and all that. If you've got nothing else to do, can't go to work, all that, and if you can't get the allotment, you should have been cracking on. It's been the ideal time. Anyway, I'm blabbering. There's a few jobs I need to get done. Most of the things are planted out now, but there is a few seeds that I will be directly sown into the ground and all that kind of thing. And there's also another thing I want to show you as well later on. Well, I'll get on with this, drinking this cuppa first. I'll see you in a bit. Right, it's too hot to be. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it's too hot to be in the greenhouse today, but I've got to be in here for a little bit. I've been busy preparing the ground outside. It's bone dry, but these are the swede that I sowed the other week. They need to go out. These beans as well. These need to go out. Everything needs to go out. What needs to be out? The gutter peas, they need to be out. I'll not lift that up because it'll probably fall on the floor. Just a quick update on the birds. They're still there. I think they might be fledging soon, so I've set the camera back up there because I've been doing some research, and they're about a week away from flying the nest, folks. So get in. Right, I can't stand it in here no more, like Popeye would once say. So I'll take us outside. Not that it's any colder out there, but however, crack on. Right, so that's the bed there prepared. That's where my swede's going to go. But it is bone dry. And every time, like if you try and dig a hole in this, the soil just fills back in. So I'll give it a little bit of a watering first, and then I'll get the swede out. While the ground's getting a bit watering, I'll make a space for me gutter peas. It's warm like, I'll crack on. Right, there's a slight change of plan. I was going to soak the ground, but I'm not going to bother because it's not too bad for what I need to do. So I'm going to put my swede here. I've already prepared the ground. I put some seaweed fertiliser and all that down. So that'll be where my swede's going. The next bit will be where my gutter peas are going. But for now, I'll get these swede in. Crack on! Right, so there's a line of swede in. As you can see there, I've got the gutter peas out. I've dug a trench using the mattock there. Trench, backfilled. Now, it's quite tricky sometimes to get these peas out of the gutter in one piece. Now, the trick is to give the peas a good soaking before you start. Or so I hear. So folks, this could be a total disaster, failure or success. You choose. Let the games begin. Well, that was a sort of success, I suppose. It was quite hard to get them out. It was hard to get it out. So I'll backfill this bit here, and the rest I'll just sow straight into the ground some peas. Whoop! And that's me peas in and all. I think it's time for a cuppa. Right, it's too warm to sit out here. I'm going to show you my new favourite seat. However, honestly, this seat is amazing. In the shade, lovely. Nice flowers. I've got a lush view of the bird going in and out of the bird box there. Spot on. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy my cuppa while the rest of the garden gets watered. And then I'll show you around after that. Okay? Oh, I've got my rocket stove back on the go as well. I'll show you that later. I'm just going to chill here for a bit. Spot on. Right, well, before I show you around, there's a blue tit right there. There's loads of birds nesting in that thing. Can you see them roses there as well? They've just come up within the past week. Lovely white English rose. There's loads of them down there. I don't want to zoom in or anything. In fact, I want to try and zoom into that bird there. In fact, no, I won't. You can hear it, it's chirping away. It wants me to go crack on. This hebe, it's getting massive. It'll be flowering soon. Look at this cherry tree now. It's absolutely covered in cherries. I was sitting watching a blackbird before, the cheeky thing. It was up here and it jumped down with a cherry in its mouth, sat on the path just there, and it was enjoying it. So I don't mind. Like I say, I would never be able to net all of that. Just let the birds enjoy it. Maybe I could net this just one branch here. Who knows? Anyway, I'll crack on. Something's appeared on the unknown. It does look like a pear, that like. Woohoo! I've got an unknown pear tree with pears on. Get in. Aye, the wildlife area looking great there. I've just noticed the water irises are out there as well. Lovely. These climbing roses from the pound shop are coming to an end. They've been not too bad. They're a bit knackered looking as soon as they come out. I don't know why. Probably need a feeding or something. This clematis is still climbing. In fact, it's got right to the top there now. Get in. Aye, there are loads of birds in here. This is a mock orange tree. Starting to get the flowers on there. Right, so what's been happening today? The peas are out. I've netted over where the swede is because pigeons like swede at that age. I put some leeks out the other day. I got them off Ray, so they're out as well. Everything's had a good watering, and which brings us to what I was saying before. If I couldn't have access to a tap, I don't think I would have a garden, because it would just be a nightmare trying to water. Like I was saying, it hasn't rained for 10 weeks here, like. And if you didn't water for 10 weeks, your crops wouldn't look like this. Keep on watering, folks, keep on watering. Aye, everything's out now. There's the rest of the beans. The other beans there aren't doing well. They're just standing still at the minute. They will pick up though, as will the beetroot. But either I'm pleased with these tatties this year. They've all had the final earthing up and all that kind of thing. There's no sign of anything in the tyres yet. I don't think. I haven't looked. I've just left it. Let's see what happens. These potatoes on this side, there's no sign of the potatoes that I sowed a couple of weeks ago. But there's plenty of time. Still time to sow, folks. Still time to sow. Aye, these are romping away, these ones. The onions, they're still doing alright, even though they did get a battering in the wind. they've come out champion. Everything's had a good watering, like I just said there. My cabbages are doing alright. Oh, I forgot to show you these the last time. The giant sunflowers are out. I just put them along there, see what happens. There for the sunflower challenge. Aye, the garlic. It looks knackered. It is knackered. Right, let's see if I can get in there. Cabbages are doing fine. Everything's just had a good watering. I leave the sprinkler on there. I leave it on for at least half an hour on each bit. And on this side, three bits will do the whole side, and 2 bits will do this side. 2, like if I put it there and then I put it there, that's everything watered. Oh, the apples. I noticed there's some apples on, folks. Get in. Where have they all gone? There. You cannot see because of me. You cannot see because of me. There's some apples. Claygate Pemaine. It needs a good trimming back, this. I'll jump over and have a look at these pears. I was just going to walk over there, but not now. There's things in the ground. This space here will be for something, hopefully, in a couple of weeks' time. I'm not off glad I got this sombrero. Wave, wave, wave. Get on with it, Dave. Pears. Still on. Looking good. These are conservative pears. Bloody Tories. These apples here, the Bergamot russet. Can you see? Are on. Right, that's enough of that. I've had enough of apples. I need to go and get me tea. I'm hungry now. Right, so I got this for onwards, onwards, onwards. Annie's rose is blooming here. I'll get onto that in a minute because this red rose is also blooming. Blooming fantastic. That's a new one there. Just about to open up. Lovely. And look at Annie's rose, man. It's absolutely covered. I'll get you on this side because I don't want to block the sun. But it's absolutely covered, like it always is for the past coming up 3 years. 11th of June, that's when she died. Look at that. Come here, you little git. Squish! Ha ha! You die, lily thing! Bloody gits, I don't want to eat Annie's lilies. Hopefully they'll open up on the 11th of June, because that's why they're there. Because the day she died, these lilies opened up on exactly the same day, which was the 11th of June. Isn't that right, Mr. Blackpuss? What am I talking about? Mr. Blackbird. Aye, all day I could just sit here and watch the birds in these trees here, man. It's fantastic. This time of year when all of the chicks and that, lush, man. I'll probably have some kind of good footage to go through of the birds in the box, because like I see there, my camera, they've been in and out all day. They're definitely ready to fledge. I know the signs. I'm an expert now. Right, I'll take you into the seating area. The sunny seating area, should I say. It's a bit tidy around here now. I put this bench here so I can do some potting on there. Got me bits and bobs in me little crate thing. I potted the marigolds on into this trench here, along with some lobelia. So that's going to look canny, that. The sweet peas are romping away. Aye, the sweet peas are romping away there. Lovely. Nice little sight there when all the flowers are out. Right back round into the greenhouse. Lots of things have been happening there. Lots of things. Ah, it's lovely, this. Lovely little night. Oh, I've took all of the tulips out of the pots now. They're all stored away for next year. I'll dig them in the ground next time. Right into the greenhouse. Everything's coming on leaps and bounds in here. I'll start from the first cucumber. Now this one doesn't seem to be growing very well. It did have a cucumber on which was about the same size as that. And I don't think they get very much bigger than that actually. So I pulled it off anyway. Hopefully it'll start growing now. Because I know with other cucumber plants, you take off the first cucumber and then it'll shoot away. But aye, there's the mini muncher or something. No, it's not called a mini munch. It's called some woman's name. I can't remember. I'll find out though. That'll be ready to pick soon. These peppers doing alright, I suppose. Now there's no sign of any flowers yet on these telegraph ones, which is a bit strange. But they're doing alright. They're doing alright. So the tomatoes grew about, I don't know, a foot since the last time. Oh, now I keep forgetting to tell you about these. As you know, well, as some of you know, I'm a smoker. I know it's a bad habit. It's bad for your health and all that, and you shouldn't do it. But I do. And I'll tell you what, it is bad for your health, because usually I get me baccy from some guy in the pub, you know, who goes on the Belgian baccy runs and all that. Well, anyway, I can't, with nobody going on holiday, I couldn't get any baccy from the pub, so I had to go to the shop. And I tell you what, they do say smoking's bad for your health. I nearly had a heart attack when he told us how much it was. I'm like, what? So this prompted us to buy some tobacco seeds. Yeah, some Becky seeds, not Wacky Becky. No Wacky Becky, just normal Becky. So I've got some Golden Virginia there and some Del Gold on the go. And I'm not too sure. I didn't know. Where is it? That looks like it might be a tobacco plant starting there, folks. So that'll be interesting. They'll be getting planted out if they grow. Stay tuned for that. There is the lobelia. I potted these on from the seed tray the other day, and they're ready to go out soon. So they will be going out soon. I'll take some round home for the front garden, and I'll put some in that old wheelbarrow. Aye, everything's romping away here, doing fine. These sunflowers do need to go out now. This one, look at that, it's a double header. It's a double header. Lush. Grapes. I just keep on doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't need to do nothing to these, they just appear. There, they're starting to get bigger there now. I've noticed a lot of drop though. June drop. There's not much else to show you. These convolvulus off Dean have got flowers on. Everything else is doing alright. The convolvulus is doing alright. The cosmos needs to go out as well, but that can be saved for another day. Let's have a... I was going to say let's see what the temperature is, but the batteries have run out. I'll have to go the old school way. 20 something. I can't tell. It's knackered probably. But the birds just went in there. Watch this, you'll see it fly out in a second. right on cue. Aye, they should be fledging soon. Right, there's nothing else to show in the greenhouse, I don't think. Oh, that dahlia, that's doing alright as well. Everything's doing alright. These sunflowers in the trench there, doing alright. Especially that giant one there, that's an American giant. Cool! Right, I'm gonna go and sit you down, because there's something that needs to be done. I'm going to do you all a favour here, folks, so stay tuned and you can thank us later. Read. Right, folks, that's it for another episode in this sweltering heat. I hope everybody stays safe and stays well, and until the next time, and all that kind of thing. Thanks for watching, folks. Like I say, I'm going to do you all a favour. It hasn't rained for 10 weeks, and I know that because I've watered for 10 weeks. So I'm going to do a rain dance. I'm going to be on the bongo, and I'm going to be doing the rain dance. So you can thank us later, folks, when it rains. Don't forget, it was me. Forget. Or me. Him. Me. Right. Right. See you on the next one, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Bye now. See you later.